Before the Golden Age, the founding of the planet of Atlantis. Eons before Earth's first sunrise, the ancestors of Erydan unlocked the secret of the wormholes, rivers of light threading through space and time. Mastering that power, they seeded worlds across galaxies, raising shining kingdoms wherever a gate would open. These worlds became known as the Planets of Atlantis, an empire of knowledge and pride, united by technology so advanced it appeared divine. Yet even among the stars, arrogance took root, and the dream of creation would one day turn upon itself. Long before recorded history, Atlantis on Earth was one of many Atlantean colonies linked by wormholes to their homeworld, Erydan. The Atlanteans ruled through a mixture of science and divine arrogance, seeing the native Neanderthals as labourers and test subjects. Among the Atlantean houses, none were more feared or respected than House Kale, founders of the Atlantean military caste, the rebellion and the fall. Centuries of cruelty bred revolt. The Neanderthals, led by a few secretly educated by sympathetic Atlanteans, rose against their masters. In desperation, Kale's ancestors ordered the use of the wormhole reactor as a weapon. The core overloaded, collapsing the gate network and causing the cataclysm that swallowed Atlantis. The magnificent kingdom was destroyed and swallowed by the sea in a single day and night. What history remembers as a natural disaster was in truth the side effect of rebellion and a cover-up. The exodus to Erydan. Before the collapse, transport ships fled through the wormhole carrying soldiers, scientists, and a small population of captured Neanderthals. When the gates imploded, those refugees became the last living link to Earth. Over millennia, the Atlanteans of the outer worlds evolved into the Eridani, and the enslaved Neanderthals, stronger, slower aging, genetically distinct, became a respected working class, and eventually full citizens. The Forgotten Outposts. When the wormhole collapsed and Atlantis sank beneath the ocean, the gate network imploded, leaving only scattered Atlantean outposts on Earth. Cut off from Erydan, these remnants of the empire faded into legend. Their monuments still stand, silent echoes of the Eridani presence, at places humanity would one day call the Pyramids of Giza, Machu Picchu, Angkor Wat, Petra, Chichen Itza, Stonehenge, Tikal, the Moai of Easter Island, and the Nazca Lines. Each structure once anchored a dormant wormhole node, a fragment of the Atlantean energy lattice that powered the network. Though millennia have passed, faint readings still ripple from these sites, hidden within their geometry, proof that the Atlanteans were here and that the gate could one day reopen. The rise of the Aridonites. House Kale never forgave this new equality. Their descendants built a militaristic movement obsessed with purity and dominance. When their brutality threatened civil war, the High Council banished them to the outer colonies. There, isolation and resentment hardened them into the Aridonites, a breakaway empire that worships strength and still blames the Neanderthals for Atlantis' fall. After their exile, the outer world colonies of House Kale faced harsh environments and dwindling resources. Obsessed with restoring their former glory, Kale's ancestors turned to forbidden Atlantean genetics and alien biotechnology. Over generations, their scientists remade the exiled army, splicing Atlantean DNA with Neanderthal resilience and the adapted traits of off-world species. The result was a new breed of soldier, bioengineered super Aridonites, beings of immense strength, speed, and endurance, designed to match and eventually surpass the Neanderthals they despised. To the Aridonites, these enhancements were redemption. To the rest of the planets of Atlantis, they were an abomination. When the first enhanced battalions turned on civilian populations, the High Council outlawed the program and sealed the colonies. Kale's ancestors chose exile over disarmament, taking their armies, their technology, and their hatred with them. Deep beneath the Eridani capital, sympathizers uncover a sealed chamber, a relic of the first exile. Inside, Lord Kale lies preserved in crystalline suspension, 1,000 years entombed in ice. Yet the legend never died. The legend of Lord Kale had become religion. When zealots awaken the real Kale, the Empire fractures. Half worship him, half fear him. The resurrected warlord now leads a crusade to reclaim Earth, and his descendant must choose between bloodline and survival. Now, centuries later, Lord Kale commands that legacy. His super soldiers are the backbone of a militarized empire that believes only engineered perfection can reclaim the greatness of Lordburn. For 1,000 years, the gate lay silent, a wound between worlds. But myths have gravity, and destiny has no patience. Now the sea that once swallowed Atlantis opens again, not beneath the waves, but among the stars. 10 years after Earth's last great war, the world celebrates peace. The Odyssey, Earth's most advanced exploration vessel, sets out on a voyage of hope. On board are dignitaries, scientists, war heroes, and the promise of a brighter future. But that future is torn apart when a wormhole opens and pulls them into the unknown. On the other side lies Erydan, cradle of humanity's forgotten ancestors. Here, the ruins of Atlantis are not legend, but history. Neanderthals walk freely as citizens, and an elder named Archon reveals the truth. Humanity was never alone. The Earth crew is welcomed as both allies and curiosities, while younger Eridani embrace Earth culture, even as old prejudices burn beneath the surface. But peace is fragile. In the royal courts, factions vie for power. Some see the Earthlings as a gift, others as a threat. Commander Griffin, a reluctant war hero, finds himself caught in dangerous politics, while Dr. Brianna Torres uncovers secrets hidden in glowing glyphs. Secrets of the wormhole, and of Atlantis itself. Meanwhile, Kor, a proud Neanderthal warrior, rises to challenge centuries of oppression, demanding equality for his people. And beyond the frontier, a greater threat gathers. The Aridonites, exiled royals who bioengineered themselves into super soldiers, have returned. Their leader, Lord Kale, is charismatic, ruthless, and determined to reclaim what he believes is his birthright. To some, Kale is a villain. To others, he is the rightful heir. But to Earth, he is a warning. The wormhole was not an accident. It has been reactivated, and Earth is now exposed. When Kale's infiltrators strike the capital, alliances shatter and war ignites. Fleets clash in orbit. Soldiers fight in the streets. Griffin leads the defense. Brianna and Archon race against time to unlock ancient knowledge. And Kor rallies his people to prove that Neanderthals are no longer slaves, but warriors. Together they fight to hold the line, as Kale declares his vow to the stars.